Welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how to do a double stop and introduce you to three very simple beginner power chords. Power chords come in two varieties: open power chords, which use an open string in the chord, and closed power chords, which require 2 to 3 fingers on the frets to make the chord. So today it's going to be open power chords E, open A, and open D. So to make this happen, you first have to learn how to do a double stop. So a double stop is where we're going to push the pick through 2 strings at the same time. The easiest way to do this is to come down to your bottom 2 strings, or your top 2 strings, whichever one you're used to referring to them as, but you want to get your high E and your B string, so strings number 1 and 2, and you want to hit these. Push through them like it's one string. If you're not hitting both strings, it'll sound like this. That's just one string, or this one, right? So you want to hear those 2 strings harmonizing. You can also do this on any string, but the ones we're going to use today is going to be strings number 5 and 6, 5 and 4, and 4 and 3. So you can also practice this by muting out these bottom strings and trying to go through the top 2. Okay. Power chords, as you can tell, are going to sound better with a little bit of distortion on your amp. If you have a very basic amp and you don't have a distortion setting on it like metal or R-Fire, you can create distortion by turning up the gain. The more gain you have, the more distortion you'll get. Now, a little warning on that one: don't crank your volume way up. Might blow your amp, might blow your windows out. I don't know. Depends on where you live. And you have close neighbors, you're probably going to make them pretty angry. So just be on the side of caution when you're using a lot of distortion through the gain side of things, because you can create problems with your amp if you're not careful. Okay, let's get started with this power chord. So we're going to use our pointer finger, finger number 1, and we're going to put it on string number 5, fret number 2. So 5 and 2. And we're going to rest our fingers across the bottom strings so that we mute those out, because we don't want those in our power chord. A power chord consists of the root of the chord, which is the name. So in this case, it's going to be an E, because we're going to be playing the open E string. And then the 5th, which is where our pointer finger is, which is going to be a B. So it's an E and a B played together. Power chords are awesome because they're not major, they're not minor, they're just chords. Unless you're a traditional classical trained musician, it's an interval of a 5th. So we're going to hit strings number 5 and 6 together, or 6 and 5, however you want to balance those. And we're going to hit them like they're one. You get this nice, beautiful tone out of your guitar like that. I love power chords. Okay, so if you are a little bit more experienced with your guitar and you want to learn how to make these sound like that punchy, like percussive hit, it's going to be a palm mute. So you take the palm of your hand and you're going to place it around your bridge area, and you're going to use just your thumb and pointer finger to push through those strings. Power chords are generally played as muted chords because it's mainly just that percussive hit that you're trying to go for. But you don't have to mute them. You can rock them out. All right, so the next power chord we're going to do is an open A. It's going to have the root, 5th string A. We're going to come down and we're going to fret this E, which is on string number 4, fret number 2. Now we want to be careful when we position the pick that we're not going to hit string number 6. If you're proficient enough, you can wrap your finger and mute that by bumping it so that you're only getting that. If you do this, you want to also make sure that you've not pulled your pointer finger up so that your bottom string, or your top, however you want to, classify those strings, you don't want your treble strings to be ringing out in this. I always refer to these as bottom and top because of the positioning on the fretboard. It's easier for me to tell my students that. They seem to catch it right away. Bottom's toward the floor, top's near your chin. I know not all guitar teachers teach it that way. So the next power chord we're going to do is going to be your D. So you're going to leave this fourth string open. That's your D string. You're going to come down here. You're going to fret this A, which is going to make your interval of a fifth. And you're going to position your pick right at the top of string number 4. And you're going to push through. Now, because D is using some treble strings, it's going to be a little bit higher pitch D than what these other two are. That is primarily on your bass strings of your guitar. So just something to be mindful of. You can create that D, that same D, if you don't want that trebly sound. You can create that D up here on string number 5, or you can come up here and do it on string number 6. So we have a couple options, but those will be your closed power chords, and we'll cover those in a future video. So for now, you've got open E, open A, and open D. So I hope you enjoy playing around with those. I will see you again in a video soon. If you like this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button on the channel so you can get more videos. And if you have any questions, comments, anything, feel free to drop those there. I'll read them and respond. I will see you guys again in a video coming up here soon. Have a great one and rock and roll.